The future's loading, watch it all begin.
So, if you've been anywhere near tech news lately, your feeds are probably just flooded with the massive hype around Google's upcoming ℸ𝕝𝕼𝕒. We're all anticipating that huge, game-changing merger of Android and ChromeOS coming to the new Googlebook laptops. But while everyone is staring off at the horizon, a brand new update has quietly landed right on our current devices. That's ChromeOS 148. And on the surface, it looks deceptively quiet. Today, we're going to see why this specific release is literally the calm before the storm.
Let's dive right in. Robbie Payne over at Chrome Unboxed hit the nail on the head recently when he said, "Update now for the security, not the new features." The entire tech world is so thoroughly distracted by the fall 2026 Chromebook launch that it's incredibly easy to brush off this current update. But here's the thing. This update is absolutely crucial precisely because it's a quote-unquote boring maintenance release. It is fundamentally about keeping the massive fleet of existing Chromebooks out there rock solid.
So let's talk about why this is such a very quiet update.
I want you to think of ChromeOS 148 kind of like a giant iceberg. Up top, on the surface, it's totally still. But underneath, the sheer scale of the maintenance happening is massive. 79. That is the exact number of vulnerabilities patched in the Chrome 14.8 browser with this update. And get this, that includes 14 critical fixes. When we in the tech world call an update boring, what we really mean is that it's highly secure. Believe me, you definitely do not want an exciting day when it comes to your laptop security vulnerabilities.
So what does this actually mean for you, the everyday user? Well, it means a pure focus on back-end stability, performance optimizations, and those vital security patches we just mentioned. You aren't getting any flashy new desktop widgets or AI avatars in the main interface today. Google's explicit mission with 148 is strictly about keeping your current hardware running smoothly and, most importantly, safely.
Moving right along into critical security and maintenance. If you are an enterprise or education IT admin managing thousands of devices, listen up, because this back-end maintenance requires your immediate attention. Google is forcing a mandatory certificate provisioning migration. By the end of 2026, the legacy enrollment solution is being completely deprecated. It's being swapped out for the new provisioning API, which actually originally launched back in ChromeOS 142. So IT admins, take note. If you fail to switch your fleets to the new API before 2026 ends, your devices could literally lose their certificate-based network authentication. No network, so yeah, it's a quiet update, but it's a very high-stakes one.
Which brings us to the ChromeOS 150 connection.
Now, you might be wondering, why exactly is 148 so entirely devoid of new user-facing features? To understand the strategy, we have to zoom out and look at Google's master plan. We're here in May 2026 with the ChromeOS 148 security update, right? This is entirely about squashing bugs to prepare for July 2026, which brings ChromeOS 150. Version 150 is the next long-term support or LTS baseline. Google engineers are basically gearing up for a massive code freeze this summer for those enterprise devices. And doing that, well, that frees up the runway for the fall 2026 launch of ℸ𝕝𝕼𝕼 for the consumer market.
There is, however, some much-needed reassurance here for those IT admins. With all the buzz spreading like wildfire about ℸ𝕝𝕼𝕼, IT administrators were honestly getting pretty worried. But take a breath, traditional ChromeOS and ChromeOS Flex will continue to be fully supported for enterprise and education users. While the consumer side is shifting to that new Android merged ecosystem in the fall, your locked-in LTS devices in schools and offices, they are completely safe and accounted for.
Okay, let's shift gears and uncover some hidden developer browser features.
Diving all the way down to the bottom of our iceberg, the Chrome 148 browser update is actually far from boring. Just look at the major quality of life updates landing right in the browser. Web developers can now use CSS name-only container queries without having to set a container type. The full accessibility tree? That's now the default view in DevTools. We've got ad provenance tracking, plus a brand new crash reports context grid that displays detailed key value attributes related to browser crashes. It's just a huge step up for debugging and building effectively.
But here's what's really interesting for everyday web browsing. In Chrome 148, the command loading equals lazy is now officially supported for video and audio elements. What this means in plain English is that web developers can tell the browser to hold off on loading heavy media files until you, the user, actually scroll near them. It massively improves page load performance and saves just a ton of data for the end user. It's a real game changer for speed.
Google is also bringing some incredible new transparency to web development. With the new ad provenance tool, privacy researchers and developers can follow 3 super simple steps to track exactly why a specific element on a page got tagged as an ad. It actually shows you the script ancestry and the exact filter list rules that triggered it. That is absolutely incredible for debugging false positives.
Now let's talk about the new prompt API.
This is without a doubt the absolute biggest hidden feature in 14.8. It marks a massive leap right into the agentic era of AI. For anyone who isn't a developer, here is exactly what this means. The Prompt API gives web developers direct access to the browser's built-in, on-device AI language model, specifically Gemini Nano. This is revolutionary. It means web apps can now leverage powerful, local AI directly on your machine without constantly relying on slow, expensive cloud processing to do the heavy lifting. The practical capabilities of this are just wild. The Prompt API supports multimodal inputs, meaning text, image, and audio. Web pages can seamlessly generate image captions, transcribe audio locally, and intelligently classify sound events. Developers can even force the AI to return data in specific regex or JSON formats. It fundamentally changes how websites are going to be able to extract insights directly on your device.
Ultimately, all of this is about preparing for the future.
But putting a local AI model directly into the browser itself, Google is connecting these granular, under-the-hood features right back to their grander shifting ecosystem. In fact, Google is so laser-focused on this AI-driven future that Chrome 148 even includes a new agentic browsing audit within Lighthouse, powered by the DevTools MCP server. Developers can now run a diagnostic to evaluate if their website is properly optimized for AI agents to browse and interact with it. The web is literally no longer just being built for humans to read, it's actively being built for AI assistants to navigate.
Which leaves us with a pretty profound question to chew on today. With ChromeOS 148 so heavily locking down the present, and ℎ𝕝𝕝 promising a radically different future this fall, are we witnessing the official end of the traditional Chromebook era? Because looking at all this, ChromeOS 148 really isn't just a software patch. It's the final, highly secure stepping stone into an entirely new computing paradigm.